saw him on the phone, and then he walked off and went down the road, and I was thinking, oh shit, he's probably trying to call the police on me. Everybody's talking about me in the neighborhood. So because of that, it just feels really awkward to be in my van in the neighborhood, and I have to be really quiet, and talking loud and playing my music is not something I feel comfortable doing. So the neighbors would probably freak out, and they'd call me I think back in the Western days they used to call them the grazers, free grazers or whatever. I'm a free grazer. Time to write. I do better when I write. When I talk, I feel like I stutter a lot. I recently signed myself up for a writing course. 52 weeks, a writing prompt each week. The first week's question is, what's standing in your way right now? What would happen if I overcame the obstacle? And more importantly, what would happen if I didn't? I think the obstacle that is standing in my way is myself against time. Energy that I have wasted on things less important. Distractions. There's a cat down here hiding. The need for connection. You're so warm. Rushing. Lack of focus on a task without getting distracted by another. All of these things that I do. So I'm my biggest obstacle that has gotten in the way of my writing. I knew I had a story to tell since I was 17. Well, writing life happened, so I jotted words on random note catchers, napkins, receipts, paper bags. When I didn't have a journal handy, I grabbed whatever I could use to include my lip pencil. The other day I told my therapist that I felt like life was moving faster than I could keep up. Oh my gosh, I missed all of this. I missed all of this area. I'll have to come back. Are you guys going to be open tomorrow? Probably not, right?
We are not. We'll be open again on Wednesday.
Okay. That was not enough time in there. Oh man, there was so much stuff I wanted to see. A lot of indigenous Native American stuff. This morning I am in my van. It's raining. I can hear the wet taps on the roof. Winter is coming. It's so cold. I don't want to get out of my bed. Ooh. I was so cold that I bought a bunch of candles and lit them to try to stay warm. But then one morning I woke with dark soot in my nose. I can't even push this down, it's frozen. And so I decided to go out and buy a buddy heater. I don't know if you can see me. I'm in my van in the neighborhood, and I got myself a new heater. And I'm gonna try it out tonight for the first time. It's almost a full moon. Tomorrow it will be a full moon. You can almost see it. I've been asking myself why I choose to live like this And as winter is coming, I've been thinking about how it's going to feel sleeping here, how cold it is. And then I thought about how it's good to kind of challenge yourself in these situations because it makes you appreciate the things that you do have. And I feel like I have so much here. All the things that bring me joy. And there are also things that I will eventually do to upgrade. I haven't put walls up yet, so I need some sort of heater in here to like kind of get the chill out. Because the blankets are keeping me warm, but once you get out of the blankets, it's super cold. I've been trying to keep it super quiet in this van because I don't want to bring much of attention to myself, because that's how I've lived on the other side, and I just know how these people are. They like their town to be clean, and when they start to see more homelessness, they don't want people in these neighborhoods don't want that in their neighborhood. It brings their home values down. That's what they think. So me being in this area, my van is not one of those Mercedes Sprinters, so they probably might, look and be like, do we have like a homeless person moving in? Although my van is very kind of like retro hippie looking and stuff, but it is older, and so that's one of my worries about being here, just trying to be discreet like a little mouse. So I was able to play the other day on my drums that I bought. I never would play that normally because it's very loud. I notice moments where I get distracted, where I pull away. Even in the moments when I'm alone. Time is sifted from my hands and I find myself grasping at the remnants. Memories. Between working a full-time job, I find moments during my off time to get carried away. I explore. On a whim, I go places. I wanted to see lightning bugs, so I drove across 8 states to see something I had not seen since I was 11. I got to see fireflies all around me. They're right behind me. It was raining like yesterday really hard in the morning, and so I felt like the rain kind of drowned out my I'm hoping, who knows, maybe they'll start talking about that, like that van now has got music coming out of it. I was just writing about that. It's like gonna take it hippie next level. So yeah, so that's what's going on so far. Some other stuff, I've been writing a lot about my van life experiences more because it's sometimes a little bit, it's hard for me to talk on the camera. I feel a little bit shy, but this is me getting ready before my appointment. I just got a knock. My first knock. I'm starting to get more comfortable than I used to be. But that's something that is my journey. That's why I decided to do this, is document. Home sweet home. This is my coat rack right here. The back of the passenger seat is where I put all my jackets and coats when I come in the door. I usually come in the front seat. Let's just go up there right now. So this is where I put all my jackets. It's like what is this called? My coat rack here. And then I come in the door here, and I usually kick off my shoes down here at the bottom. Right now I have 2 sets of shoes here. But yeah, then I come through and I shut this curtain here. Like, even living in a van is the same as a house. You get fruit that gets old, so I have to get rid of these because they got old. I never noticed that there were these snowflakes on my window. I always said that I wanted to be honest in my experience, and one of the things I want to share with you is being in van life in the wintertime is fucking cold. It is cold as a mother. Anyway, it's not just that it's cold, because, you know, I can handle the cold going camping, living out of my tent. I've done that. It is part of an adventure as well. 33 degrees out here. It doesn't really bother me because I'm choosing to live like this, and obviously it's still doable for me, but it's just something that I've noticed that can be a factor for people that are homeless, that don't have a choice. It can wear on you emotionally, physically, mentally. Luckily, I have a warm place to go to during the day. It's so much nicer in this van. Frost. I was just thinking, you know, I love doing this in the summertime or in the spring or fall, but wintertime it's different. Especially today, it was raining, so I was on Airbnb and looking up places here that I can just crash at for the next 3 days because it's the weekend and it's supposed to rain the whole time, and I just don't want to be cooped up in a cold van because these candles are not really doing the trick. I'm not sure if you can see it. That's how cold it is in here. You know, it reminds me of when I go camping, you know. That's what I tell myself. It's like I'm camping, you know, I have a roof over my head. But after a while it starts to wear on you. You know, it's not enjoyable to be in cold all the time. You start to feel like I just start dreading the cold. Even when I'm at work, I'm just like, as soon as I feel any coldness, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired of the cold. I just woke up a little bit, well, I've been up for a little while, but it's really cold in the morning, so I like to stay underneath my warm covers. Wool is very, very warm. I'm always wearing a wool blanket on my actual body. And then I also have another wool blanket on the bottom underneath me, just to keep me like kind of cocooned in warmness. This is out my window. It's actually a residential area that I'm parked in. But I've been lighting candles in the morning. My hair is a mess. I'm actually gonna go take a shower today at the yoga studio. That's what I do. For showers, I have a yoga practice, and I usually take a shower. I usually can take a shower every day if I go to yoga. My hair is a mess. I need to wash it. I want to say one thing too. I know I choose to live this way, and there's a lot of people that don't have a choice or don't have what I have. So I'm very thankful that I have this, even though it's cold. I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head, because I think about those people that actually live on the street or in their tent, which doesn't have as much warmth. And so when I'm living this way, it's actually making me more aware of how some people don't even have this. And it's actually made me see like more connected with the coldness and using what I have. And so it's made me think about how there are people that are living on the streets that don't have what I have, this safe space where I actually feel I can actually close my eyes and rest. I'm in a safe area. I feel and some people that live in vans, they're in an area they don't feel very safe, and so that's very important for me to find a place that I can park my van, that I feel like no one's gonna be knocking on my van door. I feel pretty safe, thanks God. I feel very blessed. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to stay warm. Like I said, one way was these wool blankets, and then in this wool that I'm wearing. The other thing is, like I said, the candles, and I'm thinking of possibly getting one of those, I think they're called buddy burners, but I was worried about the propane inside the van. So I'm trying to figure out like what works for me. I also have a sleeping bag that's a -15, and it's in the front seat on the floorboard. So if it does get super, super cold, I can always get inside my sleeping bag. So yeah, those are my necessities, are all taken care of, so. Today, while I was doing my laundry, I walked into a store and I saw these doormats, and I was thinking, oh, that'd be kind of cool if I could put a doormat outside. I almost wonder if I should put Christmas lights on I hear the owl. If I should put Christmas lights on my own van. I wonder what the neighbors would say. I don't think they would be okay with that. Like, even though I felt the most at home here because it's the longest place I've ever lived, and being in the military, I've moved so much. Bought myself a heater. So I got this new heater, and I'm gonna try it out tonight. It's called a portable buddy heater. I just pulled this out so that way, in case of emergency, I have a fire extinguisher nearby. It's amazing how different just having heat in your home can be. Things that, we take for granted, and that's one of the things living in this van has made me realize, and I wasn't even expecting to, is just all the things that I've taken for granted. And it just makes me feel so much more grateful for what I have, because there's many people that don't have this type of privilege. Like, I have a job, and I have a roof over my head, and I have a warm bed. Well, warm now, but I have a warm bed with my wool blankets, and now it's going to be even warmer in here. I may not have running water in my van, but when I'm in a place, like when I stayed at the Airbnb, it just makes me appreciate those things more. A kitchen, internet. So I'm going to Guatemala on Sunday. I'm going to go for ecstatic dancing. I've never been to Guatemala. I'm packing for my trip. This is my messy casa right now. This is what it looks like when you're packing for a trip. But I did do some cleaning today, and this is my bookcase that I put in. And yep, it's kind of getting a little crowded, so I gotta organize it and move some stuff how I've been going to the thrift store. Today I found $3. Guess what I found in this pocket? I didn't even buy the sweater, but I was at the thrift store, and somebody must have donated it with the money still on it. I gotta get off here so I can finish packing. And this is all my stuff. This is me sitting here in my van. It's been raining, so my outfit was soaking wet. That was what I was going to wear on the airplane, and so now it's hanging there. So when the heater is on, hopefully it'll warm it up and dry it. But yeah, this is mi casa. Like I said, it's messy right now because most girls getting ready for a trip, this is what it looks like. Clothes everywhere, and yeah, trying to figure out what to wear. So I found these at a thrift store that I went to tonight, so I'm going to definitely take these. They're shorts. I think these will be really pretty do ecstatic dancing in. And then, of course, one of my favorite outfits there. I've got these shorts. This little, which you all have seen me wear this in my videos. This top can go interchangeable with everything. I've got my bell bottoms and a blue jean dress. Everything, I swear, you guys see them all the time. I'm sure you've seen them in my videos. And then, of course, these are my favorite other bell bottoms. I wonder if I should bring my rose-colored glasses. I thought they would be fun. It's coming along. What I'm taking with me. Guatemala, here I come.